Hello, we're going to be busy bees today. And do you know why we're going to be busy bees? Because we are making a bee. Bees are really important. They are important because they help pollinate flowers and vegetables. And I grow lots of different bee attracting plants in my garden to get them to come in. So we've got to be nice to bees. Okay, so today you'll have 2 squares of 2 circles. What am I talking about? We know the difference between a circle and a square. 2 circles on yellow paper, and then you'll have a piece of black paper the same size, but it won't have any circles on. Mainly because I can't get the photocopier to put them on there. So what we'll do is we'll just line up the yellow card and the black card together. And then when we cut around the yellow circle, we will get the black circle as well. Okay, so here we go. Just take hold of it quite tight because otherwise it might move on you and you'll get different size circles. So there's 2. We've got 1 of each, and now we just need 2 more. Okay. Make another 2. Hold it nice and tight so it stays in place. So now we've got 2 yellow and 2 black, and you will have some spare black left over. You might not have a lot, so you might have to be careful with what you cut. And we need to cut 2 antennae and a stinger. Let's do the stinger. So we need a flat line on the bottom, and then we just do up to a point, like a triangle. Make a nice tall triangle, okay? Pop that to one side. And when I make his antennae, what I'm going to do, a bit like the circles we've just done, I'm going to fold it in half and then cut 1, and we'll have 2 the same size. You might want to draw it on, but if not, go up the middle, cut a circle on the top, and then back in a little bit and down so it's got a stalk. So we've got 2 the same size, they've got a stalk and then a round circle on the top. Mine aren't particularly round, but hey, we know that doesn't matter, don't we? Now the last thing you've got, second to last thing you've got, are 4 circles on white paper. And they are his wings. You can cut these out individually, or I'm quite liking the idea that we did where we cut them all together. So I'm going to fold this in half and then in half again so I can just see 1 circle. And I'm going to cut them all out at the same time. You know me, I like going speedy. So I'm going to do this part. What it will mean if we cut them out all together is that some might have lines on them because the circles aren't all the same distance apart. But I thought about that and I thought, see that one's got that line there? It won't matter because we're going to fold these in half. We can fold those parts to the inside. That's clever. And we won't see them. I've only got 1 that's got an extra line on it. So fold all your white circles in half, like that. Oh no, there's another one. And then we need to make him 2 little rosy cheeks, cut his eyes out, and make him a mouth. So you have a piece of paper. We're going to have the rosy cheeks and the mouth cut from the same piece. So I'm going to use the same trick with the cheeks, fold it in half and cut myself a little circle. I'm quite liking this idea, cutting everything at the same time. Okay, so we've got that. And then a smiley mouth. So he needs a straight part, and then I'm going to do a curve, and that will give him a smiley mouth. Doing a lot of freehand today, aren't we? I'll just neaten it up a little bit. There we go. So put our cheeks over there and our mouth over there. And the last thing is to cut out his eyes. You'll probably have a choice of maybe about 3. So just choose some. One more. And then it will be time to put them all together. Right. Got myself something to glue on so I don't stick it to the table. Now, they go on top of one another. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one black one, and on the back of it, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Now I'm going to move my glue in like a half circle shape at the bottom, because then when I put the next one on, it will cover up the glue. And there won't be glue sticking out the side that can stick to the other things like your fingers. Okay, so let's put, so we've got glue there, and then I'll get this one and I'll stick that to it, and then we're going to do the same here, so on the back of there. And when I can find my other black, here it is, thought I lost it, put that on, and then we'll put some glue on the back of there, just like in a half moon shape, and put the yellow one on. There we go, that's our basic B shape. So his face, you can see the whole face on the front, and then the others are glued on behind. Right, let's put his stinger on. So we'll just put a little bit of glue on the top of the stinger, stick it at the bottom, and with his antennae I'm going to stick them on the top. So we just put a little bit of glue on there, and I'm going to get it pointed out that way, just a little bit. One more. And that one's going to point that way. See? Let's do his face. We'll pop his eyes on. His rosy cheeks. Looking sideways. I think he's looking out the window. One more. And his smiley mouth. Look at that. See how he's looking sideways? He's looking that way. Last thing to do is pop his wings on. Now, these go with the curved part facing upwards, and the first one goes on. Oh, I'm going to stick them to his back. Goes up on an angle like that, and then the next one I'm going to put on straight. So pop a little bit of glue on the edge. So I've glued about that much, and stick it right at the top of the yellow, pointing upwards. Sort of the same angle as his antennae. And then the next one, I'm going to stick on straight like that. And then we do the other side. Don't worry if you put the glue on the wrong side. You can either swap sides or we can put them upside down, it won't matter. So that one's on the wee angle. Last one. You want to make sure what side to glue, just hold it on there first and then go and glue it. But glue comes off. There we go. What does he look like? He looks like a bee with a job to do. That one looks like a bee. This one looks like a bee who's thinking about what he's going to do. And this one looks like a bee who's happy because of what he's done. Alright, be kind to the bees. Be kind to people. Be kind to animals. Be kind.